Good morning, everybody. So this is a bit of an odd video here. If you can't tell, I'm extremely energized, and perhaps much more so than in my last couple of videos. I was quite happy with my last Q&A, but I probably didn't come across as particularly energized. I'm trying not to put on a front in these videos. I'm just trying to get comfortable with recording myself and relaxing into myself. Pause. So if I am high energy, great, but if I'm not, fine. I'm particularly high energy though, as I've just got out of bed, and I think I probably am a morning person, which is remarkable to think, given that I used to wake up at 2 in the afternoon. But enough of that. The purpose of this video is to answer the question that, once again, nobody has asked. Why on earth would you upload videos, particularly 28-minute long Q&As, when you have no subscribers? Well, I often thought when I saw these YouTubers online who had no real followers or viewers, why did they do it as well? And I finally have an answer, which probably is the case for everyone. So this should be a fairly quick video, but we'll see. But then a more specific reason for me, which is a little bit more interesting. So the generic reason is that making videos is so much fun. I can't believe it. I've fantasized about making videos, making content, turning my various papers and ideas into a video many, many times. In fact, it was really one of my biggest goals in life. In addition to being a successful billionaire inventor, I feel like I've said that in an odd way. Inventor. Well, anyways, along with being an eccentric billionaire inventor, I wanted to become a essayist, essentially. And for me, I always wondered if I actually did the videos, would I even enjoy it? Is it just a fantasy? We've all got that friend, perhaps you are that friend, who says he's going to be a YouTuber. I was that friend, in spite of never having done anything ever. And it's remarkable to actually just put the mic on, put some waveform edits on, get your logo, and just create something. It's a wonderful feeling, and I love it so much. So that's the first reason, and I think this applies to most people. Why do it if no one's watching? Well, you're not doing it because you think anyone's going to watch. I've accepted now that probably no one is going to watch these, and that's okay. Of course, I'd like to get the content to a place where people would really enjoy it, and I think the interactions between the audience and the creator are one of the coolest things about this platform. But for now, I just love making things. I love answering questions. I love trying to think things through. And I love having fun. And this is fun. I think one of the other points to why it is actually so much fun when you don't have any subs is actually there's no pressure. So I can say whatever I want, gloobity bleep bloop, gloobity bleep bloop, and so forth. And it just doesn't matter because nobody will watch it, perhaps one person. And if anybody does watch it, hey, you're winning anyway. So it's remarkably fun and quite freeing as well. And I think this is why most people do it. But I have a slightly more specific reason as to why I do it myself. I don't know if this is a complex, but I have a quirk. My Hero Academia mentioned. I have a quirk where I often, by habit, talk as though I'm being recorded anyway. So basically all my videos are completely unscripted. The Q&A, of course, being the slight exception being that there were prompts for the cues. But besides that, everything has been just off the dome. Now, I've written quite a few longer scripts for my more serious videos, my big video essays that I want to make, that I have no idea if anyone's going to watch, but would be the videos people would watch if anyone was to watch one of my videos. And for something like that, I'm going to stick to a script because it's a higher production and there are ideas I want to cover with a level of rigor and specificity that doing raw pause might not do justice to. And it's just another type of content that's fun. I enjoy writing scripts as well. But even with that in mind, as much as I like writing scripts and all this thing, I do tend to just process information in an odd way and articulate and talk as though I am being recorded. And so for me, it's quite fun to put that somewhere. And I don't know why, but I often articulate myself in such a way that once I've articulated this idea, this thought, then it's done, then it's finished. It's like I'm trying to tie a knot at the end of my sentences, at the end of my thoughts and ideas. And of course, I do enjoy writing papers and frameworks for decision making and meal plans and mini essays and perhaps longer essays and thought experiments and what have you, and lists and categorizing my favorite things in such a way that would actually lend itself to content. So the reason why I like doing YouTube, even though, of course, nobody's watching, is that, and the whole reason for doing this, is that A, as is the case for most people, I just find it exceptionally entertaining, and really is quite low pressure when no one's watching. And B, I, for whatever reason, tend to write and talk just in the privacy of my own home as though I'm creating content, as though I'm creating papers. And I'd love to put that somewhere and to have a clear end, a clear completion, as it were, to these papers. Whereas now when I finish an idea, I answer a question or I write something, there's nowhere for it to go. Here I feel like it's gone somewhere. Right. That's an 8-minute video, me rambling about why on earth do I do this? I'd be very surprised if anyone's watched this, as always. But if you have, thanks for watching, and peace out.